Bigger wall of smokes. It all disappears at the same time, so DRX trying to hang back, looking for the opportune moment to explode. Can't quite toxic screen creep in towards Lamps. They hop on over because of Stax' flash, but unfortunately the effect is not quite there. Munchkin, Meteor, some of them left undiscovered, able to frag out. And in an instant, we're back to 1-on-2.
Yeah, pretty interesting that Meteor, he missed so many of those shots. It was really close, and Mako only got hit by one, it looks like, but able to pick up the spike and get that planted as well. And now he's got a pretty good position here in Showers, just to wait for a defuse to come in.
Got no utility either. Couple of shots and he could be dead, so he has to be crisp with this one. Starts off not too shabby. Munchkin down to 20, a single hit, that's enough. Ooh. But the snake bite, it pushes him back. He has to sneak out, and he swings with a bat. Ways to make use of his flash drive just to enable Buzz. It didn't work out too great in the pistol.
Oh boy.
This time, slightly foiled by Munchkin, sneaking outside of Hookah, able to take down first.
This means that DRX should be able to get this plant regardless. Note that it was 3 big rifle purchases from the side of DRX and 2 guys sitting on the pistols, so it's kind of a fair fight in that sense to start off, but now Buzz has an amazing angle here, gonna take one down.
That opens up new avenues of entry if he decides to push back continuing from halls, but instead it's just gonna be Stax as well as Mako holding clean from Octagon. You only have Munchkin left, and he knows he can't do much.
He's cackling on the
it's like, what do I do, guys?
On the player cam, he's like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna die to the spike here, as you do. And keeping people on B at the moment, which is just fine. 3 people on A to try to stop this one, but obviously a lot of smokes in their face, trying to back up the members of Gen.G.
Just great timing on the utility as well. You're right. They had 3 people, and they had the right sensing as well. Knowing that DRX might approach this site, they tossed the nades at the right time, but as DRX continues to push through and execute, they managed to take down Gen.G. But look at the surprising peek from Lakia. A bit of a double. Plant might have been foiled for a second. Karen spots out a player. They have no idea that he's up here.
Oh, that's such unfortunate timing for Karen, though. It could have been just a free kill on the Foxy 9 to make it a 1v1 versus a weakened Buzz. He's still going to throw down the volley, and he will be able to take this kill anyway, knowing that Foxy was still in that corner.
Down to the last bit. Oh, Buzz. Both Cyphers playing with their cameras, but for now, Gen.G has gotten the hint that it is an A hit. Neural Theft has been tossed out, and DRX make the call to go through the teleporter. Texture manages to catch them through market, though, because they pushed out. Great movements, and all of a sudden DRX are caught in a pinch. Stax is going to have to fight his way out of this one. Another move through the teleporter. He hops over, safe inside of Hookah. Mako has the positioning, but needs to push off some of the Gen.G players as they try to continue to apply pressure.
It's getting pretty interesting. We do have the pit here that will be committed to in the 2v3. See a couple of guys upgraded to the rifles on the side of Gen.G. And now Mako thinking about getting out of this pit and looking for a pick on a Meteor. He is out, and they did not expect him, but Meteor's still doing a pretty good job and will take the headshot.
As it goes down to Stax, I mean, completely surrounded. He hurt the defuse, so he started to...
Plant is going to come down. The cage falls as well. They are going to wait on that one, and a quick headshot from the Sheriff here from Foxy 9, who's getting a bit of revenge here for what happened last round in Showers.
No spike plant yet, though, Valdez. Because look at Lakia. He's able to watch these angles, trying to flick back and forth. DRX trying to keep him on his toes, peeking out left, right at the same time. Got the Seekers deployed, though. Karen is here and ready to frag out. He's got the molly. He's going to deploy it just to hold off Showers for the time being. Lakia goes in to investigate. Mako swings through the poison cloud. Lakia able to flick back onto him, keeps himself alive for just one more second. By firing off those shots, he gave away his position. Foxy knew exactly. Both teams fairly evenly matched. Just when you think Gen.G has taken control, DRX takes it right back. Texture now trying to hold the off angle. Bane swings, takes him down. It's going to be a bit of a pop flash, but look at Fox9 playing through his cyber cages, trying to retain control over Showers. Meanwhile, Stax comes in to take control over the site, and the spike has been planted. Meteor and Karen having to retake.
I mean, you heard Paper then talking about kind of the emotional edge, that emotional feeling coming into the match. I feel like DRX are playing with such flair so far, such fire in their gameplay. Foxy9 is like, I will hold the showers. Nobody else will challenge me in here. And he's just hit.
Through to Garden is crucial here, though. I think he's gotten the information.
I feel like they have a pretty good read on this push coming in.
Oh, he's got Showstopper as well.
Uh-oh. They're just going to walk into
toss,
this.
Running through. DRX is prepared. Buzz with a buzzsaw just cuts them in half. Foxy9 and Mako able to trade. Meteor with nothing but a Guardian just tries to fire off a couple of rounds.
Coming out of Gen.G.
Yeah, having pushed out, Karen sees everything. Here comes the execute from DRX. Showstopper for Showstopper. Textures connects. Buzz blows up. And Gen.G puts up a wall against DRX. It's the Viper's Pit deployed from Munchkin that keeps them in the game. Look at how it covers just around the edge of Showers. Invites Foxy9 along with Mako inside of it though. But as he peeks out, Texture is right on the other side of the door, says hello. Mako down to 1 HP. He drops the pit. Mako having to clutch this out, but the round's already gone. He just wants to keep his rifle or do as much damage as possible, able to flick onto the first. But then here comes teammate to this boomstick. But so far they haven't seen it yet. They know he's not holding the angle on site. Those nades have just been tossed out, so definitely the call that Texture's inside of Hookah.
Yeah, there's just so much smoke in his face. I don't envy his position right now. And Locky, the first one to go down. And Texture, we saw the flick from the opposite angle. He's going to hit it. Kind of insane stuff. I don't know how he managed that, but now he's going to switch on over to the Vandal. And Munchkin also picks up a kill.
Spike has been planted after all, but Munchkin getting that kill, you're right, Valdez, does give Gen.G a bit more numbers advantage. They've managed to make their way onto site, but they haven't spotted out the stacks just yet. A bit of a spray transfer, but just the dink, not the kill. It's gonna be Buzz and Bane holding from back sides. Gen.G's scoreline right now, and if this continues, we saw Gen.G's attacking half last week, or a couple weeks ago. It wasn't great. So, DRX having a good time. They just continue to pile drive through the smokes.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're just hoping that when that orb drops, there's not 4 people in your face. He didn't get lucky. Oh, God! Karen, what the hell was that?
Nasty!
That was disgusting.
This guy, his wrist, his hand is an extension of his aim, and in the way that he just, like, in the zone, doesn't even think about it, just flicks onto his head. Now hangs back and sets up the orbital strike if DRX continues to push through. And this is why Gen.G's always deadly, even when they don't have the best buys.
Yeah, they're just so fantastic at getting value where there might not normally be value.
30 seconds
Figure
left.
out a way. Let's see how this push. It does look like DRX will commit onto this B site.
They have the teleporter though, I don't know, 20 seconds and they continue to walk forward. It's a death trap. Gen.G just executes. Here comes the gigantic laser from up above, but Foxy9 barrels through. With nothing but a Vandal, he continues to push up. Down to the 2-on-1 against Meteor. Meteor does have his Marshal, and he is known for his flicky aim with that, but how can you shoot what you can't see? Lots of rifles on the ground though.
So he'll pick up a Vandal, and I think it gives him a chance, but 2v1 with a pit up, this is so desperate for Meteor.
His health trickles away, has to step back out.
Oh, and Foxy
right underneath Foxy's nose.
He's got the position. There's just not really enough time.
Oh, man. He backs out of the pit. Fortunately, kind of at the wrong time. I mean, smart movements from
Texture and his buddy, Karen, trying to get the jump here on Mako.
My God. Able to catch him. That's half your smokes gone. At the same time, so much information as to what DRX's game plan is, but Munchkin not quite able to get the heads-up duel against Foxy9. He is him. He's been doing this all day around showers. Meteor tries to do what he can, playing outside of the smokes, but the plant has gone down. Now look at DRX's positioning. You've got Bane who's backed up because he's got all the utility, the ultimate as well, but he doesn't even need it. Stacks going in for the double kill inside of Lamps.
Yeah, they really felt like they had to clear the Lamps out, but it ends up backfiring because Stax is just so clean with it today as well. And
right up next to Foxy9. Back into it, Gen.G. Buys up in the last round of the half. DRX executes along with the null command. Look at Lockett's positioning, stays hidden inside of smoke, peeks out at the right time. Karen comes back in as well. Texture now inside of the tube, swings out, takes down Bane. DRX's execute completely spoiled. It's all down to Foxy9. Tries to hop on over, but because of the smoke deployed right in his face, he's not able to peek out of hookah. If he doubles back, he's gonna have to consider if someone might have pushed down B long. So firing off a couple of warning shots, he tries to bait out further information. But Gen.G's not giving anything up.
30 seconds left.
Spots a hat. Oh, and the showstopper doesn't connect. Just a bit of splash damage, and Foxy9 tries to take the initiative, but way too many players. Gen.G.
That's not a bad idea, I think, to wait, 10, 15 seconds.
Now we're hearing a little bit more utility from both sides. Texture's nade will catch Bane.
Here.
It's a bit of a lineup into the corner. I think Bane had no idea that there were explosives raining from above. Now it's going to be a bit of a teleporter play as DRX senses the rotations from Gen.G, but Texture holds back. Mako able to trade back out. It's going to be a 2-on-3 in this retake.
It's looking pretty good for Gen.G for now, but still a chance for DRX. Let's see if they can get on in here, but the angle from Meteor is too good, and he'll take down. Yeah, definitely looks a bit better so far. As okay, he'll just mow them down with the Bulldog. Why not? DRX trying to challenge out here on long, but did not go well for them.
That's a big chunk out of DRX, but look at Bane trying to sneak in for some of these classic right clicks perhaps. Does not anticipate Texture on his side. The rest of DRX now just continuing to walk through. Unfortunately, this is not a great thing because it's free ult points for Gen.G. Every kill that they get, they're working towards their ultimate. Texture and Locky are halfway to theirs now. And there's still a full minute, maybe a minute and 30, 40 seconds if they get the spike down. Oh, we've spotted Mako. Locky is like, all right, he's not an A. Let's go in for the plant.
Yeah, and Mako, I think he's in a pretty easy spot to get hunted down. He's, at the moment, just charging onto the side. He's not even going to waste his time and try to die to the
right now, but at the very least trying to tickle down the Gen.G as they try to push out, but Mako receives first contact. Foxy able to use the angle to get one onto Meteor, but instantly traded. Bane tries to push out. Nope. Denied. This retake has been completely shut down by Gen.G.
Yeah, they're just running around over on B, trying to save the two rifles that they have. And this is the best position for Gen.G that they could have outside of just wiping DRX entirely. You're going to get a bonus round. You're going to take 3 rifles away from the side of DRX. You're just going to build up so much momentum as the push on A was just way too clean. And they look much better here on the attacker side against DRX compared to how they looked against PaperX. Maybe DRX might want to take some kind of time out and rethink how they are playing this defensive side if things continue to go in this direction.
Oh yeah, they just might have to. Talk evolution of DRX, the new era of DRX, kind of like what Paper Thin was talking about on the desk. And if it doesn't happen, oh, Egg actually just might. Buzz with the angle all the way up from heaven. He spots and shuts Texture down mid-flight.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. Like
what?
Well,
Slight mishaps. Boxy9 trying to take the swing through showers, but Meteor off of timing, able to catch him down as well. Nonetheless, both teams are throwing jabs at each other.
30 seconds
And
left.
it's going to be the quick rotation from Gen.G all the way over onto the B site. DRX is completely read this. So players on the site, Stacks with the pop flash, but it doesn't quite work out. It's going to be Gen.G who are able to play around the tube to secure those frags. Now, Lakia staying tucked away, waiting for cover fire to arrive on site.
Oh.
Buzz tries to deny him the spike plant with the blast pack, but the trajectory was off.
You could see his reaction as well in the player cam. He had his hand on his forehead. He was not happy with that.
That's a whoopsie.
Maybe not expecting two people to be coming in from long, but he hit the first shot so well, but then he kind of dropped the rest of it. Now it's up to Mako in the clutch, but there's not enough time. Not a lot of time.
Down to about 20 seconds. He's gotten dinked as well. He started off with like full health. Now down to 3. Good little burst onto Lakia. Oh, and the shot onto Munchkin. But unfortunately, no time because Gen.G has played their advantage to perfection.
Knife comes down. That's going to give him a lot of information to have his teammates start to rotate already. Only 30 seconds left. It looks like Gen.G will commit to this B site.
30 seconds left.
Not quite enough time. Buzz pops out the showstopper, but Texture flies down on him. And that's going to be the Angel with wings descending onto the site, taking control. 3 players down, and no damage sustained on Gen.G's side. This is a perfect take because of a bit of a fumbled shot from Buzz.
Yeah, one fumbled shot, and also Texture getting in there and just taking him down before he could react afterwards. And the swarm just came in way too quickly, and that's the difference, you know, especially at the top level of Valorant. It's like you drop one shot, you're just a split second too late, and all of a sudden the enemy team has swarmed you on the site, and glad we get that on camera.
Because he used to play on DRX,
Yeah.
and oh my god. I can't believe what we're seeing, Valdez.
No chill from Lakia, although I didn't expect any chill from him. Well,
okay, whoa.
As Gen.G looking to get in onto the A site this time through short, but kind of have this choke point with 3 members of DRX waiting for this.
Ooh. Good peek out from Mako. He slows them down with his snake bite. Stacks along with the fragment as well. It's a perfect combo to choke out Gen.G. Fortunately, a bit of lights out, even with a slightly lesser buy from DRX. There's a sheriff on Bane. They're able to stop Gen.G in their tracks. 2 players left, and they have to shoot their way out of this one. The spike down on the floor. Meteor starts this out perfectly, but Stacks somehow went to the other side. Oh boy.
That is an option you have. Now they're going to come on in here once again. Stacks on the site with Boxy9. He gets the angle. Oh, and him and Stacks are going to shut this one down. Easy. DRX back in the lead.
Feel like a potential overtime coming, Valdez. Are we ready for this one? But it's just so fun to watch because we started off this second half with Gen.G like 5 rounds in a row. Now we're back into it, and DRX are fighting back with all of their might. Stacks on the off angle. Meteor swings back out to trade. Now Gen.G has the site. You've got Buzz on an operator in a retake. It is tough days for DRX as they try to close out this map.
Cage triggered.
Gen.G, very nice spot here. This time the entry a bit more clean. And Buzz gonna swap over to the Vandal for now.
He has paint shells, but they don't know that Gen.G are behind them.
They're just gonna put up the pit. That defuse is going to be stopped here before the half. Oh, the spray is not hitting.
Charon though, Buzz! He's able to turn around. Trades up for Mako, and with the paint shells, puts Lakia away. If he gets the kill, he could stick the defuse, but Lakia's just toying with him. The ex-teammate comes back up on top.
in this A short that we saw that one time.
You can see that Bane is positioned around defender spawn though. He's setting up for that orbital strike to stop them down. It does buy just a little bit of time, but it's still 30 seconds. Texture has to make a quick move. He goes in with a Vandal. It's not the headshot. Instead, Bane and Foxy9 gets everything. Foxy9 again! A bit of a last-ditch effort from Lakia to go through the teleporter, and he has to get the timing onto this, but he does not. Buzz anticipates and reads the movements perfectly. Times out his peak. Lakia has no joy in this round. What? Buzz has the showstopper. Gen.G, a complete bag of pistols, and they just try to execute through. Mako with the positioning, and not an expected turn, and he takes down 2.
Yeah, that's one way to make sure they don't have any luck here with a bunch of sheriffs. Just get right in their face in the one spot they won't expect you to be.
He said that so many times in this match.
Yeah, you know, maybe they'll expect it from here on out. Like, he's done it enough times that perhaps they'll expect it, but it's still so difficult to try to whip that one around with the sheriff and win against his Vandal, so.
I will say that the round is not over. Texture still has the showstopper. Not yet deployed. For now, trying to get the angles on towards DRX, but look at the coordination on these peaks. Everyone swings out at the same time from multiple spots, whether it's showers, heaven, or just a... I just noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Maybe expecting to have to play into a pit or something, but here we go.
Oh! Swaps back over onto the Phantom as he hops out of hookah. Texture's showstopper will connect, but here comes Buzz with his own rockets. Doesn't even matter as Bane swings out, picks up the quadruple kill, and closes out the map for DRX. He stands up with an unexpected smile on his face.
Have prepared for this one as an early dagger does come out, and Munchkin and the team are getting out here pretty aggressively to challenge in a main. Now they're just running away from Buzz's frenzy. It is going to be a 1-for-1 trade for now.
A little bit of a pick-off. DRX continues to try to push through. Again, it stacks his pop flash, and unfortunately, not too much of a blind. Karen's still able to hang back around Generator, but then Foxy9 with the sharper aim. 2-on-2, spike not yet planted. The door gets shut, and Lakia sends out the shock dart. It just narrowly misses Foxy9. He puts down the bot, but it doesn't quite spot out Bane just yet, who's able to drop down, pick up a bit of a frag. Still, that's gonna be the spike picked up. 50 seconds to work with. Should be able to secure a safe plan at the very least. He tosses out the recon just to keep Lakia away. And then another recon back against him. Lakia with the movement hops up on top of Generator. Big noise, and Bane is just confused. Lakia messes with his head.
Yeah, a lot of hopping around, a bit of stomp.
And this is a map where you're gonna have to work with so much information. DRX just continues to try to buzz through. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work out. Gen.G are able to hang back and just take the fights against them simply and easily. Only losing the... Because normally defense is where you would be able to shine more. I guess trying to expose a lot of Gen.G's setups and strategies, trying to take things into their own hands. Again, another bit of a pop flash execute, but doesn't matter. Munchkin able to turn the site into a firing range. Foxy9's the only one left, and all of those rifles just scattered to the wind.
Yeah, Foxy, I mean, at the end of the day, maybe he just wants to back out of this one because that entry, it's like they went in, they tried to get a setup, but Gen.G responded so quickly that it was almost like DRX were just caught in mud, and they didn't move, they didn't have anywhere to go, and Gen.G were just firing down from the heavens on top of them, and there wasn't much recourse. DRX not really in a spot to fire back, so Foxy just gonna slowly and awkwardly walk out of this one.
30 seconds left.
Just try to get out alive. Not sure that Gen.G will allow him to, as maybe trying to get the drop onto Munchkin. They're gonna pass for now.
Trying to save, but still.
The guys are coming out of the smoke by themselves, just dying immediately to a Guardian. Now they're trying to get in here quick and often.
but it doesn't work out too great, Valdez. Oh, look at Munchkin just feasting on the DRX's corpses. Meteor comes sensing to cut noise and push through B. Lakia should be ready.
Standing ahead.
Dash through, but oh no, he's got caught out with utility in hand. Buzz able to cut him down.
30 seconds left.
Now it's going to be Meteor inside a boathouse, spots out the barrel, swings out, gets the frag onto Buzz, but immediately traded out by Stacks.
Yeah, it seemed like he knew they were coming in, but he was also at the same time not ready for it. So push came in, DRX get the site, and now, you know, Munchkin is still alive, and Texture has the operator. Haven't been able to keep this out of his hands just yet.
Okay. Initiating utility. Unfortunately, doesn't quite connect. Mako and Bane just right underneath around logs, able to hop back up on top. Texture runs away, trying to hold on to his baby operator.
Oh, they are definitely going to try to take this out of his hands.
Give it.
He's going all the way around.
Give it.
Texture was holding the angle.
I want it.
Still got about maybe 10 seconds in this one. A little bit less now. He's just going to wait and whine. As over the top, coming out here, Gen.G looked like
30 seconds
they see this one coming.
That's right. Might as well do the same thing. See what Gen.G does to adjust. Lakia this time playing a much further defensive position inside of Boathouse. But thankfully, Buzz doesn't quite dash into him. Instead, it's just going to be the blades up on top around Canoe. Unfortunately, though, it's going to be Meteor starting things off with a couple of kills, and then Mako and Bane going in for the trades around backside. 5 seconds left. The spike has to be planted. Mako gets it just in time.
Spike.
And this is going to get pretty interesting now. Texture alone with the operator. Looks like he will try to at least pick someone off before he gets in. Let's see how far he commits with this one. He's not going to hit that shot. Nice little peek from Mako already.
Takes a second just to stabilize his movement, but Mako repositioned. No Odin this round for Gen.G, so it's going to be the operator sounded off, and off of that warning shot, DRX makes the quick transition over onto the A site. It's going to be up to Meteor along with Charon to play around this, though. Pushes out outside of the dark cover, catches Mako as he cancels from the shadows. Charon's right back up next to him to trade, but Buzz finds an answer of his own. Now it's up again, down to Texture in a 1-on-2, where he only has the operator. Goes in for the swing, catches Buzz, drops down, but doesn't have the animation finished.
The operator in that scenario. I mean, he got the first kill. I thought maybe he was going to be able to clutch it, as speaking of which, he's got his knives now.
Revealing area.
2 rounds of the operator, and then he's like, well, I don't have any more operators, but I do have these knives.
And the 1-up draft, which he instantly used. Tailwind as well, so not too bad. Bit of numbers advantage. But keep in mind, it is a round where Gen.G is once again on a bit of a half-ish buy. Lakia might have a rifle. They've got all the ultimates. And it's always these rounds where Gen.G seem a little bit more deadly. Once again, Texture comes back up around mid, picks up 1, goes back up towards heaven. Lakia along with the Hunter's Fury, able to collect onto 2. Bane's just completely dazed, only able to flick on for where DRX is about to hit. So now DRX tries to go in a little bit faster into the A site. Buzz flies up and over on towards Generator. Now he takes down Munchkin. So slight bits of an adjustment, but Charon was left undiscovered. Mako finally trades, and we're back to a 2-on-2. We've got lockdowns on both sides, ladies and gents.
Out of charges.
This is about to get pretty interesting. Wouldn't be surprised if they do commit to them here. Foxy
Spike planted.
trying to cover for Mako. They're going to let the plant go for now. As here comes the first lockdown.
Here we go.
Into the second one.
Oh my god, that's so annoying. Lakia tries to make a move and Mako stays away. He has a bit more space just up around Wine. Meteor comes back in to take his fallen teammate's place. Puts up the turret. Needs to tap on towards Spike. A bit of a slight one-way on top of Generator from Mako. the counter turret spots out Meteor. So annoying to play against.
Right now.
There's no way. I mean, there's just no
It's
way
like,
he's
dude, I'm
gonna.
done. I'm not doing this.
Well, he got the 1 kill, but then he dies. So another round goes in the hands of.
You mentioned Mako coming back in to clean up for the team. It's going to be the same execute this time, but instead of going towards Generator, Buzz uses his Cloud Burst on towards Dice. Unfortunately, though, he drops the Karen, but it doesn't matter because his teammates are here to back him up. Perfect protocols, perfect execution, and once again, DRX will seize control over the A site. This puts them back up, pretty much gonna be 5-5.
Yeah.
Planted.
I'm very curious to see how Texture went down because, you know, they were kind of staying hidden, both him and Karna on the site, but somehow I guess Texture went for a peek and he just got his head taken off. He didn't even get to fire a shot, from what I could tell. Lakia spotted. He was gonna get this kill on a Foxy. Not gonna win the round, but let's see how many kills he can get. Just the 1.
Not quite.
So this is where they're strongest, right?
Yes, let's test that Fury. Because for now, it's working out. Mako has been taken down. No more smokes for DRX. Buzz able to fight back, though, but this means DRX has to push through, persevere into the A site. Managed to shut the door for the time being. Texture, though, just right up around the corner. Fires off a couple of shots. Keep them on their toes.
Yeah, Texture just desperate. Try to take someone down. They stop a plant or try to hit someone in hell, but nobody is taking a single shot. And so far the Sheriffs also have not quite rang true.
Oh, no.
Nice little spray as well to catch Meteor as he tries to run away. Bane's here and Wine. He's going to pick up another, and Texture also goes down. DRX was going to send it again. They're just going to go with what has worked so far.
Clears out the corners. Initially coiled off. Up on top of Generator. Oh, and he just swings and takes down Meteor. Who used to play Jet himself, so now this is going to be an open A site. The door hasn't been quite shut yet, though. Texture might be able to catch some of them as they hop on over. Instead, he does not. Stacks just narrowly evades and fires back at the Tracer round. Now back into it, still the door left open, dark cover through, and Munchkin able to push out.
Oh.
It's going to be the Hunter's Fury that catches Lakia, though, but there are still some movements coming outside of door. Buzz tries to hop on over, spots the head, and just... That's right. I mean, every player right now, it's going to be Mako, Foxy9, and Bane even. Still, though, Gen.G tries to go in with quick moves, just like what DRX did before. But unfortunately, the rest of the team was not quite able to follow up with Texture. So now, Lakia making some calls. They're trying to hang back.
It was a great one-way smoke from Buzz, and they should have known he was there in that position, especially Texture, who got in over the top. But he was just not looking the right way, and Buzz just got a free headshot on him as he was not there. And as you mentioned, nobody was able to follow up because there was just too much utility in the choke, and
Right here.
of course only the Jet got in. So push very much stifled, as DRX did read it very well.
They're just trying to set up around dark cover. This only works if DRX makes a mistake and they try to do something cheap and push through. Oh, okay, they tried to peek out. Bane along with the recon. Just trying to catch them off guard. Now having to swing back around. Gen.G picking off these players one by one. They've evened out the odds again. Buzz with the frenzy whiffs. Munchkin down to 1 HP, but it doesn't quite matter because the damage has been done. Meteor with a double. Oh, neither side's gonna make a move. He's waiting for the whole team.
Oh boy.
Karen's still up around the top. He only has a stinger, so unfortunately the magazine capacity is not on his side. Oh, it's Bulldog, excuse me. Then it's going to be the rest of the team that has already made a lot of space into B site. Foxy9 with the classic just tries to do a bit of damage, not able to do much.
He did a very small bit of damage.
Exactly 29 points.
Yeah.
Planted.
And yeah, if you're gonna swing out 4 people at A main, it's a free plan on a B every time, especially with Foxy going down. DRX just hanging out in market, trying to get as close as they possibly can to this spike explosion.
Not exits, we'll just die to the spike. But for now, I mean, Gen.G. Great executes and good job of leaving Karen just to lurk outside of A.
See, Gen.G, they seem to have a good idea of where they could be, but don't want to take any risks as they break down the door. They run into the spike, and DRX.
Rotations have been made over onto A. Stax, quick move up onto the top, but a great dark cover from Karen as well. Stax ignores it though! Stabs Gen.G in the back! You got Foxy9 and Mako on the side, just putting up a stalwart defense. And DRX, again, it's just playing around the presence. You know, if they're able to catch actually the slight skilled player from the Odin, if you're able to catch someone through the positioning, then it works out. But if it doesn't, at least you made a bit of noise, and then you go in for the one-on-ones. A bit of an ace split down through against DRX. Mako was able to trade up at least one. So down to the 4-on-4. Everyone else has finally arrived on the scene. A little bit slow though, so Gen.G has the advantage in timing. They get to set themselves up. Stax has stayed hidden away, so the pop flash works out great. But unfortunately, Meteor is just a little bit sharper, spins on a swivel. Some kills. Of course, they would be able to pick up a couple of weapons, which would be great for their economy. If Gen.G picks these kills though, a couple of these players, Lakia and Meteor, are closer to their ultimates, so that would mean a lot for the future rounds on this map. And a single advantage could mean the map going their way. Lakia listens to the footsteps. Foxy9 able to collect on the flicks. Now just trying to go for exit frags, or at least to keep Gen.G pinned down inside the site.
Yeah, Foxy has that Vandal. Maybe he could poke in, see if he gets someone. They're going to try to get in here, actually, as teleporting in, but Mako not quite able to get it done, and Meteor will just hold down the site. Foxy does get one, but that is about it. So a clean round win from Gen.G.
Mako and Foxy have to be prepared for this. The smoke tossed out at the right time. Foxy trying to get the angle, trying to anticipate the dash up from Texture, but he doesn't quite land the shot.
Spike planted. You should run.
Now we even have a lockdown committed to here from the side of Gen.G. See, DRX just going to back out of this one for now. We'll see if they even attempt to get in there. All four members just running away at the moment, and they'll say, okay, well, we got the lockdown, and I guess we'll just have to be happy with that. They don't have much of an economy right now, so they just want to hold on to their 4 guns, especially that operator from Buzz. So away they go for the save.
Absolutely.
Revealing area.
I mean, down to the final few rounds of this map, and every little advantage counts. Whether it's a rifle or an ult point, or actual ultimates are just taken.
And so they really need this one, otherwise Gen.G probably just going to run away with this map. Information gained by Mako.
He's aware, tosses out the paranoia. Good little bit of contact from some wall-banked shots and the turret. And then we've got the lockdown from Foxy9. Spike still planted though, but it does give DRX a bit of room to stretch their legs. We've got to watch for that flank up around A short.
Sure got detained out there. Foxy trying to challenge Mako as well. Clean with one.
Very aware, but then traded by Munchkin. A sudden repeat, and he takes down the diffuser as well. Buzz fires off another shot, but look at how Gen.G are holding this from A main. It's planted out in the open perfectly. And then the Hunter's Fury? Oh, Texture! Yeah.
For holding on to their momentum.
Momentum like this, you get map points.
Oh,
okay.
what?
How the heck? Oh, and he gets a third. Buzz is pissed off. He wants blood. Unfortunately, only 3 bits of blood drawn today until Meteor puts him in his seat.
Maybe it's enough, though. I mean, he just kind of did it all by himself. That's before Gen.G had any kind of setup. No push, of course, no spike plants or anything. So they're just, now it's Karen and Meteor who are like, huh, well, This is awkward.
Well,
And it
what
might
do I do now?
might just give enough money over to the side of DRX to start to get something going for them.
I mean, that's the most bizarre thing, Valdez, because he just like peeked out top mid, swings and picks up 2, just like without any much assistance, without
Yeah.
anything else.
Really, the only way that works is if he insta one-taps both of them, which he did. I mean, the fact that there were 2 of them up there in top mid as well, and he hits them both, and you could tell they really weren't expecting that. But generally, that's just like a 1-for-1 trade.
30
Meteor is
seconds
going
left.
to pick up 1. Make this a bit interesting. There's not a lot of time, but
One enemy
yeah, it's going to be
remaining.
Meteor going down. Aaron still could get this plant, at least. Try to pull off the 1v3 clutch.
It is possible. Interesting dark cover just to give him a little bit more room on the site.
Standing
Shrouded
ahead,
Steps
here.
as well. It's a bit of noise, but he has to work against time and speed. Oh, wow. Foxy9 with a decisive swing out. I mean, we talk about Bane as a rookie. We often forget that Foxy9 was the rookie from last year.
Yeah.
Whatever the case is, now with his in his hands, he has to connect his shots. Because Gen.G are trying to match the pace, trying to go a little bit faster than what DRX can hold. Pop flash doesn't quite work out. Buzz able to connect the shot onto Lakia. Texture continues to push through, pulls out the blades too. Oh! Swatted down to midair. Buzz goes back in for a third. And now playing around the dices, it's gonna be Karon who takes him down from A main. Spike planted underneath Hell. Null command popped just to give himself a second life too. No utility. Bane can't quite execute with the Hunter Fury. He's gonna have to barrel through and walk down. Movement speed slightly deterred, and as he swings back, trying to think where Munchkin is, lo and behold, the final shot to put, given their weaponry, stacks of the Spectre. And Gen.G wanting to close this out, they play it safe. It's a bit of a default hold.
There they are.
Oh, the recon!
Well, that got very awkward for Stacks quickly. He's like, oh, oops. And then he died. Nicely played by the side of Gen.G. Might just have the 13-9 in their hands. But still 4 members of DRX, and they do have rifles and an operator at least.
I don't know what that operator is gonna do. It's go. Oh wait, he spotted out the leg. He gets a 1, and he's got Blade Storms at the ready as well. I was gonna say it comes down to Foxy9, but it doesn't matter if Buzz is here to help him out. Bane chips in with a Hunter's Fury, although it doesn't quite connect. Texture has slipped every single punch, every single cross. Now sliding up on top, he catches Mako square back in the head. Texture! The hat trick to close out the map for Gen.G.
They knew where they were coming from. It didn't matter because Foxy and Bane are here.
Foxy's the one with the angle, but Bane's the one on the side. The Paranoia tossed out, a little bit slightly off. And just the slippery movement from Meteor, strafing left and right. Both players instantly dealt with. The dive is just too darn good.
Yeah, Gen.G got in there really fast, and DRX just were not able to feel that pressure much at all. Is Lakia, okay. It's going to go down to Mako. But another kill goes to Meteor. That's a 3rd one to Meteor. And Buzz is alone.
Near flawless for Gen.G. I mean, I don't see how Buzz can make his way out of this one. No util. So many targets ahead of him. A wider swing from Meteor, and that's gonna be the round. So let's see if this crossfire with the pistols might be able to do something. And once again, it's the same thing where they leave Munchkin on the lurk. Oh! DRX tries to make a move, but instantly gets slapped down.
Yeah, you know, Buzz, he was the top fragger on a sense. Not gonna get a second kill here. But yeah, he was the top fragger. He had 7 first kills, and he was ahead of everybody on the side of Gen.G.
Toss out the Paranoia, but he has to back away, and Buzz needs to come back in to give him cover fire. Tries to take down Texture, but very much still alive. Bane able to take down Karen on the crossing. The default from Gen.G doesn't quite work out.
Yeah, that was pretty swiftly taken down, and now they're going to get that heel down, and Solaki is just running the other way. As this execution on the B site did not work. Nice shutdown from Bane and Buzz. Buzz up on Heaven, and Bane just holding down the site, throwing in a paranoia to delay them.
30 seconds left.
And that's all they needed, so Lakia just maybe going to try to get an angle here on a Foxy 9, about to be spotted.
A little bit. 15 seconds left. He's got his Bulldog. Foxy 9's camera on the other side.
Left.
He knows he has to walk through mailroom. I mean, this round is over, but at the very least, it was gonna push up ramps. That's exactly where Gen.G are headed towards. Mako will be able to play up around the ropes pretty soon, but wow, great movement from Meteor as he floats downwards.
30 seconds left.
Buzz not quite able to deal against him either. Completely evading every single trap, every single setup from DRX. Topped up by teammate Lakia right now as he continues to hold the angle, jiggle in towards screens. Spots out a couple players. Now a bit of a flash just to hold DRX back. DRX potentially looking to save.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's going to be a flawless round for Gen.G.
They're just going to run out of that one. Meteor just a little bit too aggressive, a little bit too good on that play. With Meteor over the top, already had his knives in round 4. He makes a big impact already. And that will be the end of the round. Gen.G going to go up to 3-2-1.
Just kicking things off with the satchel movement. Almost taking away Bane's life. Meteor will be able to catch Mako. And already this is starting to look like a Gen.G round. Paranoia, Shrouded Step off towards the sides. Stax able to fire back against Meteor. Eliminating the other arm.
Yeah, they're finally going to take out Meteor, who was sitting on 9-1 in terms of kill to death ratio, and Stax just going to get the drop on him as he was up there in the rafters. So now big rotation coming out here from the side of Gen.G. They're going to look towards A, but this is already being read by the side of DRX, by Stax, who is pushing all the way out, getting a lot of information for the squad.
Cover going out.
That's right. Hence the perfectly timed dark cover by Bane. They walk up in towards ramps. Buzz is right around the corner. He's got paint shells too. Try and play up around the ropes. Foxy in the same corner,
left.
same position with the camera at the ready for Buzz. It's gonna have to be the push through. They see the trap wire, but Bane just plays around it. Perfectly placed crosshair. Heard the Shrouded Step from Karon. Foxy 9 has an idea. Swings out, takes down Lakia. Down goes Karon, and then the last player. DRX, very often, just to foil, just to give additional support to Bane. Oh, the second's a tripwire from Foxy 9. It catches onto one player. Bane able to capitalize. Stax comes back in for the trade, and then Gen.G continues to pile drive through. Both Texture and Munchkin able to dismantle all further defenses. It's down to Foxy 9, and he tries to play off of the Boombot, but Texture starting to heat up as well. Mid, in towards mailroom. You've got the showstopper at the ready, but Buzz anticipates the angle. His own showstopper pulled out, excuse me, as a couple of Gen.G players drop in towards hell.
Last player standing.
DRX managed to hold their own with the flashes, with the cages. Foxy 9 and Bane take Gen.G to bat.
Kron is going to be taken down. Just a bit of damage to Stax, but it is the Sky after all. Seekers as well committed to here. Stax taking a bit more damage, but that is going to push Gen.G back.
Just an inch further than Karen would have liked. The Seeker sent out as well, yeah. It's a lot of information for DRX now. So DRX are pretty much controlling the map in full. putting up roadblocks wherever Gen.G tries to push. Good little pop flash coming out from
30
Lakia.
seconds left.
And they get to create a little bit more space.
Shadows traveling.
But Bane still just kind of falling back bound by bound. He's got his teammates right around the corner to support. Ooh, Buzz, slight whiff, swaps over onto the shorty.
Player standing.
Drops the
Spike
texture, but
down, B.
it's okay as the rest of the team to hold on to them. Slow things down a couple of dials. Smokes out, but it's the traps from DRX. Foxy9, great variations on the traps, and he's able to take down two. Bit of a neural theft being deployed as well, and it's further information from DRX. Even with the Seekers from Lakia, it wasn't quite enough. If Munchkin gets a kill, however, this might be a different story, as he would have his Viper's Pit deployed now, along with the spike plant. Karen trying to play around this, trying to keep his teammate alive. Buzz trying to just poke and prod, but it's not quite going to happen. He doesn't have any teammates to work with. And this is just Gen.G playing the situation to perfection.
Wow. Nice from Karen there right at the end.
It's deployed. They have to back off. Oh no. Both duelists, pound for pound, going in for the trades again. Question is, which team does this give an advantage to? With the defense down on a 4-4, it's that much more difficult. Mako comes back in just to reinvestigate, but he gets punished. And pretty soon, with Gen.G in the lead, could they be truly the new Korean super team?
Well, they've already made some pretty good strides this year, but they're looking to make another one here against DRX. Foxy9, nice angle from him. I feel like he had a, he had a fantastic pop-off bind. His ascent was much more muted, but now slowly but surely making an impact here on Split. They're definitely going to need him.
Ooh,
oh boy.
What? It's blind sprays too, and now it's Texture in with the rockets. Definitely much bigger impact, and along with the round wins, potentially swaying the audience's vote now. Bane is going in to clear all the corners, but he's got a lot of work ahead of him.
Cover going out.
Well, that's one.
Yeah. Great little heads-up tool
to hold on to this.
Hit and a trip. But then, with a from the shadows, instantly from Karen towards backside, all of a sudden, DRX's defenses have been completely nullified. Karen now backside, able to swing onto one. Bane with a double kill starts things off, and then the judge from Mako. What a great way to respond to a quick play from Gen.G.
Well, it certainly seemed like, throwing down the pit, Judge makes sense, but also if they are just going to rush into the B site, it's going to work out pretty nicely if he can get
go through ropes, but they're afraid to. Or he's not exactly afraid to, but they're being very cautious because they know that Mako could be there. Instead, Mako is actually right around Hell, where Meteor takes him down. Stacks and Foxy9 though with the setup. Right around backside, the cage proves too much for Gen.G to handle. Bane left undetected. This could be the biggest thing that turns the entire round around. Mako swings out because of the snake bite and then strikes Bane. One shot through the back. It's going to be Stacks who holds out the front. Karen tries to push out from screens to take control over the site, along with his teammate who is on the spike, but Foxy9 just steps right through point-blank range, a couple of shots from his ghost to take the...
He is alone. He is gonna step out of the smoke and take Stacks' head off. That's gonna give them a bit of a chance here.
Meteor and a Marshall just match made in heaven. Oh god. The paint shells though, just tickling Bane. Well, not even. It actually did not connect at all.
A little bit.
Okay, 10 HP. Just saw that.
It still counts.
That said, as the retake goes through without the right guns and all the utility from DRX, completely stifling Gen.G's movements, they're going to have to hang back. I don't think they want to give any more free ult points to DRX.
Yeah, I think they're just going to chill back there. DRX already reading the situation. Foxy is going to see Texture. He's got some backup from his teammates just to spray through. Takes a little bit of damage, but not a big deal. There's no more ult points. And just a couple of members. Oh. Buzz might be kicking himself for that, but it's okay. It was a very thin angle.
Gen.G playing very defensively. You know, even still with his double duelist, we're not seeing too much. Texture wanting to stay around the site to make use of his paint shells, but toss a little bit too late, too shallow. It's gonna be DRX who strikes him down. Karen comes back in just to support. Not just support. He's gotten a couple of kills now. Spots out even more. Continuing to hug the pillars. He keeps himself alive. Just waiting for reinforcements. And Stax tries to fight back, but without the weaponry, it's gonna be Meteor that strikes back. Foxy9 now back into the fray. Looking to retrieve the spike. He might see the barrel if he has the right angle. Oh, Meteor spun around the wrong corner. A fox in a hen house, and he clutches out 1-on-2. Noise. You also have Mako very well at holding down the angles. If someone pushes out, it doesn't matter.
Cover going out.
Gen.G not able to hold down vents or mailroom, and there are so many options for DRX now. But with the majority of the forces right around the B site, they just continue to dominate the paint shells and the bullets to take down Gen.G players holding the site. This is a flawless take for DRX.
And Lockyout has a Bucky, so he's getting in there one way or another. We'll see just how fiery he's going to make it, but yeah, DRX really taking advantage. I thought Munchkin had the angle with the Sheriff, but he was just a little bit too slow in mail to hit that shot. Maybe could have, you know, traded 1-for-1, give them a little bit of extra time, but not quite able to land it, so yeah, should just be pretty flawless here from the side of DRX. Buzz is going all the way around the back as well. Maybe expecting...
Oh, he would catch Lakia.
Yep.
Oh, no. That would just be the clean round for DRX. No.
They might just be able to do so. They're only 3 rounds away. But this is the most important round. Gen.G have to win this one if they want to have a chance.
Economy and everything. Heavy investments. Lakia able to trade out, but instantly traded right back by Mako. Mule Theft being deployed by Foxy9 as well, and that's so much information. They see the rotations. They see that they have the timing to set up on site.
They're going to get in. Gen.G certainly trying to go for an unexpected play there in the hallway, but now let's see how their retake looks.
Oh my god. Well, this is just perfect. I think Karen has to Shrouded Step through somehow. The Snakebite doesn't even tag Mako. Oh. And it's like a perfect, you know, multiple crossfire setup. If they walk through pillars one way or another, they're going to be dead in the water.
Oh my. And that's it.
Unbelievable. That
moment.
I might have actually just want to see a double timeout from Coach Solo, but I guess we don't have that yet. It's going to be Karen with the judge to try to catch Buzz. He's able to take down Karen, but he takes himself down as well. Munchkin hiding in the cheeky corner, able to take down Mako. So round with Gen.G pulling off some unexpected moves, actually flips the table around.
Yeah, Gen.G getting pretty tricky with it, I'd say, in this one, and it pays off in a big way for them. The judge play in mail.
Oh, the triple stack.
Don't do it, Foxy. Oh, he's so dead. Well, Gen.G finally get back at her.
And it's time to shine. Fortunately blinded. He's not able to see anything. Buzz now trying to play around the sights. With further utility from Bane, he is enabled. He has awakened. And it's the double kill. that puts
Spike
Gen.G
planted.
down in the dumps. How do you retake a scenario like this?
Welcome to my world.
Oh, the
He's given a
Viper's
pit.
pit now as well?
Never
Kara,
mind.
though. Just a bit of off timing, able to catch down onto a couple of players, but Stack straight right back.
Last
Still
player
very much in
standing.
control of it. Bane having the angle, and it's all down to texture. He's made a lot of individual impact before, but can he do it again? He doesn't have the time on his side. Swings into elbow, catches onto Bane, but look at the double peek from both opposite angles. One up from heaven as well. Stacks will be able to... Buzz definitely looking for his flight path into the site. Pretty soon it's going to start off. Texture tries to slow him down with paint shells, but an unsuspecting Stacks comes up from vents. The Seeker's out just to
30
push
seconds left.
Gen.G further back as well, but look at where the spike is going. Oh my goodness, a sudden rotation through. Munchkin has to stay hidden. Bane still right on the site. Doesn't see anything much, and he's waiting for his team. They finally arrived. But all the footsteps around Munchkin, they have not yet found him. He tries to go in for the spray transfer, but darn, only able to get one. Lakia and Meteor now right around the corners. But they don't have the positioning. It's the same setup from before. One in garage, one on pillar, one back site. A multiple crossfire. Lakia's got the flash. He spotted out Buzz, but he doesn't have the time. Meteor has to go in quick alongside him. They have to dismantle this crossfire right quick, able to get down the first, but then Bane swings the double kill to close out the map. DRX back on top against Gen.G.
Well, that was a very dominant second half here on Split. DRX do declare that they are the better.